make sure you comment down below, like, subscribe. Guys, please like my videos. Like, before you watch the video, like it, subscribe. Nyangcela, please. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to those who have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, do the right thing and subscribe. So today it's going to be a very chilled video. It's a life update and some Q&A. So I asked some questions here on YouTube and also on Instagram for people to ask me some questions that they wanted to know, basically anything. So I'm just gonna go over those questions towards the end, but first I'm gonna give you guys a life update and tell you what's been happening, what's going on with my life currently. So this is gonna be a very chilled video. If you are interested to know what's happening, what I've been up to, really like my day-to-day life situation, then stay tuned. And if you are interested to know the answers to the questions, they will be at the end. If you want to skip to that, you're more than welcome to do that also. So yeah, I'm just gonna get straight into the video and not waste your time. So let's get straight into the video. Okay, so the last time I did an update, I was in Taiwan for 6 months, and that update had a lot of you know, I don't know how to put it, but it created a lot of like maybe anxiety for a lot of people. And with this video, I don't want to do that, okay? I'm just gonna tell you guys, you know, it's gonna be chilled, okay? It's gonna be relaxed. So so far my life in Taiwan is good. The environment is good. I always try to share with you guys the reality of what's happening, you know, just be honest about everything. Sometimes some people don't want to hear that, they just want to hear the good stuff. So yeah, but I try to, you know, balance it off and share everything that you need to know. So my life has been good. Work has been good. I don't know if you guys, like, if you are those ones who are my regular subscribers, you would know that I have lost my co-teacher. So that's something that has happened that has been quite hectic for me to deal with. So that's something that happened with work. But besides that, work is great. I still work for 2 schools. I haven't changed my school since I've been here in Taiwan. And it was quite difficult in the beginning because of transportation issues. My school is very far, so I travel for like an hour with the bus to get there. So it was okay. I could deal with that in the beginning, but because my daughter goes to kindergarten, it was a lot of like, you know, a lot of things that I needed to get around. How do I collect her? Like, it was a little bit difficult, but I've gotten the hang of things. Like, things have gotten better. Just on that note, I got pregnant. You know, that's another thing that I've also shared about in the previous videos. I got pregnant in this year that I was in Taiwan, which is something I did not expect. It came as a surprise, but you know, it's welcomed. So yeah, and because I got pregnant, my husband was really worried about me. He was worried about, you know, my traveling situation. I had to walk like a long distance to go fetch my daughter on, because I go to the first school like the 3 days and then the 2 days, like very complicated. So he was worried about like, okay, how are you gonna cope? Like, you have a, you know, when your bum grows and you have a big tummy and all that, you have to walk, you have to carry Amari. It just became a little bit complicated for us. So my husband was like, we need to find a plan, we need to come up with a solution for this, because he didn't want me to suffer. At first I was against that, because I just thought, we have a lot of things that we're thinking about doing, we are planning, and I was like a little bit skeptical about that, but in the end I agreed. So we decided to get a point A to B transportation. Okay, it's very old, but it gets the job done. Okay, so now I don't have to take the bus to go to work. So I just take my daughter to kindergarten, I drive her to kindergarten, and then, you know, it has made my life so much easier, especially because I'm pregnant, like really. But it has added a lot of other expenses into our lives. We have a lot of things that we need to figure out. We have another child coming in. It's a lot, really, it's a lot. It's really a lot, but you know, by God's grace and his guidance and his help, you know, we keep going and hoping for the best and trusting that he knows what he's doing for our family. So yeah, that's basically my life update in Taiwan. Things have been good, really, and I just want to say, like, really, Taiwan is like a super friendly country for foreigners, especially like if you compare it to other Asian countries. I really think, like, is if you want to go anywhere in Asia and live happily, you know, like comfortably, Taiwan is like the best place. Maybe it's best to start here so you know really what it's like, because really other places are a little bit more hectic than here, because it's very chilled, you know, like it has like a sense of freedom compared to other Asian countries. So I really think it's like foreigner friendly. The people here are really nice. They try to help you the best way they can. So yeah, but that's not always the case, okay? But majority of the time, this is kind of like the tradition. People here are very, very nice. They try to help. They'll go out of their way to, you know, help you as a foreigner, you know. So yeah, besides that, yeah, that's my life update. That's what's been happening. So I just want to get into the questions. And a lot of the questions that I got actually had nothing to do with life in Taiwan, but everything to do with my pregnancy. So I'm gonna show you guys my bum. Okay, I'm almost in the 3rd trimester, almost, literally almost. So my bum is quite interesting. Like, this pregnancy is quite interesting, and I'm gonna address that with some of the questions because I know people wanted to know about that. So yeah, let me just show you my bum, okay? So that's my bum. Baby bum, baby bum, 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 bing, bum, bing, bum, 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 baby bum, baby bum, bum. So yeah, okay, so I wrote the questions down because I'm using my phone to film, okay? So I just took down all the questions and wrote them down. So I'm gonna check them out and answer them, okay? So the first question was, how are you in general? How are you feeling in general? And I just want to thank this person. Ntabi saying, not a lot of the time you'll get people asking you like, how are you feeling? How are you coping? How are you doing? And I really appreciate that. So I'm okay, you know, I'm okay, I'm good. I don't have like a lot of stress, you know. I'm okay, I'm at peace with like everything. You know, I'm good. I think I'm good, yes. I'm good, really. I have nothing to say about how I'm feeling, but I think I feel good. I'm okay, I'm not sick, I'm healthy, I have life, I'm breathing. So really, there's so much to be grateful for, really. So yeah. And the next question is, a couple of the questions are similar. So okay, so it's like, how different is this pregnancy compared to your first? And then another person said, comparing pregnancies, how is this one different from the one with Amari? You know, because I have pregnancy trauma and childbirth trauma, okay? So I'm gonna just touch on that. The pregnancies are completely different. So my tummy, like guys, my tummy is so smaller compared to when I was with Amari. When I was pregnant with my Amari, my tummy was like really big and out there and showing. By the 2nd trimester, really my tummy was like popping and it was out there. Like if I'm wearing clothes, it's like very, very evident that I'm pregnant. But this time around, I don't know what it is. Like, really, it's different. Maybe the tummy is like, I think I gained weight, so maybe it's on my weight. Like, I don't know how to explain that, but this pregnancy is quite different. The tummy, especially the bum, like, it's very, very different. Like, sometimes I wake up and I just feel like it's flat, you know. I can sometimes sleep on my tummy, and it's second trimester. I couldn't do that when I was pregnant with Amari. Like, it's completely different. Like, it's really weird. Sometimes it scares me even. I'm a little bit scared. Like, is the baby still okay? You know, I'm worried. Like, all the time I ask my husband, do you feel like my tummy has gone like back? You know, it's no longer popping out. It has popped out a little bit now. It's like shrunk again. Like, I don't know. This pregnancy is really, really different from Amari's. Amari's pregnancy just progressed. The tummy was getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger the more, you know, the trimesters went by. But this one, it's a little bit different. That's why I also thought I was pregnant with a boy, but turns out it's a girl, obviously. So yeah, so the pregnancies are very different in terms of the bump, but in terms of like first trimester morning sickness, it was the same. I think this time around it was worse, but I still got morning sickness. I was vomiting, I was very sick, you know, like, yeah, that was similar. And yeah, then the difference is that when I was pregnant with Amari also, I was not working. I was working online. I think at the time I was teaching online, English online at the time, but right now I'm teaching full time. I'm working. I have to go to work every day, so it's a little bit hard. But yeah, besides that, you know, I can totally see the differences between two pregnancies. In terms of childbirth and child trauma, I feel like my journey with Amari was like also very traumatic in terms of giving birth. The pregnancy was great, but the birth part was like really traumatic. It left me depressed. I was depressed after I gave birth. So I tried this time around to do like a lot more research on what to expect, a lot more research on, you know, how like can I prepare, what's the best way for me to prepare for childbirth, you know, and just be in a better mental position. So you guys know, like, I found a doula, and I went to different doctors up until I found the right doctor for me. So I'm really trying my best to have a different experience. And also I had a C-section with Amari, and this time around I'm trying to have a VBAC. I don't want anything to do with surgery because I already had too many surgeries, okay? And I have to go back to work soon after giving birth, so I need to be like in my best possible physical health, you know, so that I can continue to finish my contract. So yeah, like I'm really trying, and please pray for me, guys. Like, I just want to have a natural birth. Really, that's like my hope and my dream, and I just feel like my body can do that. It can go through that. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Okay, that's my plan in terms of that. And then one person said, if you give birth abroad, what nationality will be your child? South African, girl. South African all the way. Okay, if you are in Asia, this is what I said in my last video, the chances of you ever getting citizenship or nationality, they are like 0 to none. Okay, if you are moving to like the UK, America, yes, then your child, you know, maybe they have a different outcome altogether. Well, for the America, yes. For the UK, I think you have to be there for a couple of years in order for that to happen. But in Asia, really, because there's no space, okay, for more people. Really, there's no space for more people, so they won't give you nationality. You could be here for like many years, 20 something years, but you still maintain your nationality and citizenship unless you decide to denounce your original citizenship, which is not something anybody, I think, wants to do. But anyway, maybe other people are interested in that. So my child will be South African. I have to go to the South African embassy, like make a birth certificate, passport, zololo, everything, you know. So yeah. And then have you accepted that you are having another girl? This came from my friend. Okay, yes, I have accepted. This is good for Amari. Amari will have a best friend, and me and my husband, we agree that actually we've always wanted two children. This is the reason why I wanted a boy, because we always wanted to have two children. So I wanted to be done, like really, but maybe I might change my mind. I don't know. I wanted to be done with two children, but for now, I think it's two girls. That's what God wanted us to have. That's it. We end there, really. That's it. Because it's a lot, okay? And then have you finally decided on a name? Yes, I have decided on a name. I told you guys that I had a name for a boy way before, you know, like once I found out I was pregnant, I already knew, like, okay, if I have a boy, this is gonna be their name, okay? But I had no thoughts about having a girl. I was pretty sure that I was gonna have a boy in my mind. Delusional. But yeah, so in the end, towards the end, I found out, okay, now I'm having a girl. So yeah, I had to actually, before I even found out I was having a girl, just before, I talked to my husband, what if we find out it's a girl? We need to come up with a girl name, you know. So yeah, we had some random ideas of, you know, what could we call our child, but nothing certain at that point. But the name did come to me. The name was clearly revealed to me eventually. So God is good, and I know the name that I'm gonna call my next daughter. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Yes. And then another question is, how is the pregnancy journey that side compared to South Africa? So in Taiwan, you know, you go to the hospital, you pay like very little money. You have like to have insurance. Everybody has to have insurance in Taiwan. Compared to South Africa, like you can choose to go to a public hospital, or if you have medical aid, go to a private hospital. So here, like everybody has health insurance, and then you pay something, but it's like very little, like 100 NT or something, to see like a doctor. And also another thing is that you have to like also pay for your birth. Obviously, if you want epidural, those kind of things, I have to save money for that. Yeah, so it's a little bit different. You have health insurance, but you're paying a little on top of that. So it's a very interesting kind of health insurance. It's not like in South Africa, if you have a medical aid, it will pretty much cover like everything. When I gave birth with Amari, it covered everything. We never had to pay anything extra for giving birth. But this time, like, we have health insurance, but we still have to save money for the birth, for the epidural, if I want an epidural, for different things, really. I still need to, but it's like at a lesser cost, I'm guessing, right? So yeah, that's the difference. But in terms of going to if you go to like a more private doctor, like the waiting period is not so long, but if you go to public, you wait a little bit longer. But yeah, it's just, I guess it's pregnancy, man, similar. You have to go to the doctor every month, get checked. They do a scan all the time. They check your tummy. Okay, is the baby okay? Fine, that's it. Like, it's just normal pregnancy stuff, really. Nothing different besides what I mentioned. So yeah. And then another person said, why are you so beautiful? I really do feel beautiful in this pregnancy. That's another reason why I thought it's a boy. I'm gonna mention that again, okay? Really, I felt cute. Pretty much the entire pregnancy, I felt cute. I felt like I was really cute. And you know, I don't know, it's the pregnancy glow, I guess. But I do have some pimples and stuff every now and then, which is annoying. But besides that, I do feel cute, and thank you. So another question was, are you planning to stay in Taiwan for long? And if yes or if no, what's the reason? I think the plan to stay in Taiwan is for us to be able to pay off our debts back home. If we can pay off our debts in 2 years, great. Then we can go back to South Africa. We have responsibilities back home, you know. We have things that we want to take care of, pay off, and stuff like that. If we can take care of those things in 2 years, great. In 3 years, great. But our initial plan was to stay in Taiwan for 5 years. But because now I'm pregnant, that has like shifted our plans a little bit. So maybe 6 years or 7 years. But one thing I do know is that maybe I don't want Amari to start school here. I want her to start school in South Africa when she's 7. So before she's 7, we'll probably be back in South Africa. We're definitely not gonna stay here forever in Taiwan. Yeah. So how is the pregnancy pee treating you? I don't understand that question. Pee? Like, do I pee a lot? Oh my. I really don't know. But I mean, it's a normal pregnancy, so I need to pee every so often. But at work, luckily we have many breaks really in between lessons, and so it's not really a difficult situation for me. I can go to the toilet whenever I want. And then another question was, are you thinking of buying land there? There's no land to buy, really. I mean, why would I buy land here? I don't know. There's no land to buy here. And it's too expensive. It's too expensive. Houses here are very expensive. Like, yo, guys, in South Africa, we can get a really nice house for like 2 million, 3 million, a really nice house. You could not get a house here, like a proper house with different rooms and whatever, with 2 million rents. No. It's so expensive. It's so expensive. So I could not even afford it really, even if I wanted to. Yeah, so and then maybe this is the last question. It's, what's the best lesson motherhood has taught you? Like, deep question. Save it for last. I think it's parenting is very difficult. Like, there's no manual, guys. No one really tells you how to do it. You're just trying to find your way and do your best, raise your child the best way that you know how. But I know that motherhood has taught me to love more, to be more loving, more caring, more kinder, you know. I just feel like my daughter has taught me to be more gentle. Like, maybe I wasn't as gentle before, but I feel more like, you know, my attributes have changed over the years because now I have a daughter. So I just feel like, yeah, it taught me to be more patient, more kind, more loving, just being a mom, more considerate, you know, and think about other people, how they may feel, you know, like those kind of things. Less selfish, really, you know, and yeah, I love being a mother, really, I do. I think it's the best thing that you can do for yourself. And it's great. Like, it's difficult, but it's great. And I have like great support. My husband is so great. He really does everything in his power to make my life easier, you know, and help me and understand what I'm feeling, what I'm going through. And yeah, it's great. Being a mother is great. I wouldn't trade it for anything. And having Amari is like a whole lot of joy. Really, she's the best. She has a great personality. And I know a lot of people have asked like, oh, you should feature her and stuff like that. And maybe I will when she's a little bit older. Now she's just all over the place. She's too excited about everything. So yeah. And yeah, guys, like, I'm just learning as I go. I'm learning different things as I go. I haven't figured out anything really. I'm not like an expert at anything, especially motherhood. No, I'm just figuring it out. I'm learning. I try to show my child as much love as I can, you know, make her feel love, and try to change some of the things that I experienced when I was a child, do them completely different, like change the cycle basically. So yeah, and I'm just grateful that I can have the opportunity to do that and to develop different characteristics that are good. So thanks to God for that. So yeah, so I hope you guys like really enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you comment down below, like, subscribe. Guys, please like my videos. Like, before you watch the video, like it, subscribe. Nyangcela, please. So yeah, please guys, like, subscribe, share the video, and yeah, I really appreciate you guys being around, watching to the end of this video. And thank you for all those who have asked me the questions. I appreciate that. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.